Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. As the recording of this, it is Sunday, July 21st, 2024. I have my bags all packed up, ready to roll, ready to be carried on my back in the form of a pack. And I am heading international today for the first time in a decade, give or take. I am heading to Toronto, out of Pittsburgh International Airport, have a layover in Detroit, and then from Detroit to Toronto. Now, I did contemplate with some of the issues of flying the last few days, when I had an issue getting up here, and the global shutdown and all that. I looked into renting a car, and there were none as of yesterday when I looked to just drive from here to Toronto, crossing the border that way. There was no one-way direct rental car, so sticking with my original plan and flying up, I am going Delta. Could not find a Delta flight that went direct one way. You have to do that little connecting flight layover. So that's what I'm going to do. Get to the airport, hour flight to Detroit, and then another hour flight Detroit to Toronto. Also, was not able to mobile check-in on my Delta app. I have to go up to an associate or a kiosk to do that. Maybe it's because I just renewed my passport. Not sure. But I couldn't check in till I get there. No matter what happens today, I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? Just waiting on the Uber to get here. Also, I mean, this is international, and I'm not really... it's kind of a gray area when it comes to the international excitement. I mean, I'm excited to go to Toronto, but I'm more excited next year to go overseas. I feel like that's when I feel like I'm really going to be doing international. I've been to Canada before, but it's been like 10 years ago. And there's a plane right there. Not too far from the airport here. A few miles or more. I have made it. The Uber is now departing. Been dropped off. Really nice guy. Robert was his name. I have to go up to the Delta agent to figure out exactly why I could not check in online. I mean, look at the seating in here. Look at the chairs. So retro. Look at this thing. I missed this when I was here, when I arrived here the other day. Look at this. Almost looks like a transformer. Oh, you know what? This is like, looks like, oh, it's like a bridge. Oh, it's a big bridge thing. It's called the Arch. It's made up of the same materials that the bridges are made out of. Wood, metal, and paint. Also, massive lines. The line stretches all the way underneath that way on the bottom level. I'll show it a little closer when I get back down there, but mostly because of the issues with the airlines and IT stuff over the last few days. I'm glad I got here a little bit early. All right, this is the line for the Delta agents right here. A little lengthy. All right, that was pretty quick and easy. She said it's going to update it on the app now. The line over there, I didn't have to wait on that. I got in the Sky Priority line, which is this little no line right there. And the benefits of that is because I signed up for the Amex and I am a Delta card member and I've flown enough to get the Sky Priority status. And I just got in that secondary line and went to a different associate. And I have paper boarding passes and the app is going to be updated. Also, I have not signed up for Global Entry or TSA pre-check yet. I know, I'm getting on it. However, there is a preferred first class line right here that's only like, I don't know, 8 people deep, so. All right, the funny thing is, I chose the wrong line anyway because there's only one associate ringing up people in that line, where the longer line had 3 or 4 people that they would funnel into, so I actually waited longer in the priority line. I'm waiting for the transportation device. Looks like Pittsburgh International Airport was dedicated October 1st of 1992. It's funny, the Uber driver was like, I could probably just drive you to Toronto in the same amount of time as you're going to take the plane and the connecting flight and the layover. I said, I know.
Where will you go this summer?
Everybody going this summer? Everywhere.
Airport can get you there.
Let's check out this bookstore. kind of neat to get this Anthony Bourdain book, World Traveler book. I don't know if I'll get it today, but I should probably get it at some point. I like Anthony Bourdain, and I'm going to be doing a lot of world traveling, so you'll probably learn a thing or two of some of his little escapades. All right, there's a Starbucks up here on this level, so I'm going to do a little cheers, a little piping hot caffeinated cheers, and a goodbye to Pittsburgh. Yeah, went with a little Starbucks. A little stage here. This reminds me of like the old mall stages, which evidently part of this airport was kind of created back before you didn't have to go through a lot of security checkpoints as a mall. Yeah, it looks like a mall food court, doesn't it? I looked on the app and it doesn't appear as if there is a Delta Sky Club lounge here. It's a little weird. It's like an inclined ramp. Look at this. It's like, but look how high up off the ground it is in comparison to what you walk next to. Usually you would go parallel to where they are. So this is like elevated like 2 or 3 feet. Got to abide by these rules. Walkers, keep to the left. Walkers to the left. And I've never heard the word standee used in this form. I know like if you're just standing, keep to the right, but now I'm going to refer to anyone that's standing on a walkway, a standee. It says here that they are building a smarter airport. You got a little mural here. Here's Mary Lou Williams next to Warhol. The idea of waiting for something makes it more exciting. That is true. They say there's a catchphrase with that. All right, that is good. 5319 D80 is on time. A little history here. This, quote, airport was initially an airstrip serving the military back in World War II. The runways 1942 to 46 shown here. The airport opened with great fanfare on May 31st of 1952. There's a photo of the grand opening right over here. With no viable reuse, the old section was demolished and made way for a redeveloping service program back in 1999. There's even a Chick-fil-A in here, of course, as I'm filming this. It is a Sunday. Chick-fil-A is always closed on Sundays so that the associates can spend time with their family and go to church. Pittsburgh merchandise. It's Pittsburgh merchandise. 2 for $30, $17.99 each, or 2 for $30. Look at this. It's a little construction toy right there. You got all the different Delta flights. They also have other airlines too, like American and etc. But take a look at this. This is a die-cast metal. It has the little Delta truck. So there looks like I don't know. It's like made out of like almost like it's made out of wood, like little wooden sticks. Top of the section up here. Stress-free traffic this way. You can learn about stress-free traffic with this little display talking about how a smart city moves. Oh, what the heck is this? Robot repair? What in the Fraley's Robot Repair? Hello. Can I go in here? Oh no, it says they're closed. Literally, robot repair. Look at this. We care for the world's robots. Robot repair. There's some Dutch boy paint down there on the ground. You got the El Diablo paint. You got free tube and battery testing for robots. Look at this place. Robot model 4585 or 4558 over on the side there. You got refurbished robot legs up here, 1-year guarantee. This is awesome. This is freaking great. Look at this classic vintage fan right there. All the hustle and bustle through here. I wonder if most people probably don't even notice that there is a robot repair area. They are closed. Away on vacation. They'll be back soon. Where does a robot repair person go to on vacation? Where do they go to take their mind off their work? If your robot is behaving violently, disconnect power supply before entering. We care for the world's robots, it says down there. Wow. Look at, there's a robot right there. Look at this. Look at this, there's a robot in a chair. There's a freaking robot in a chair. He does not look happy though. He's got a little sad face. It's okay, robot. It's okay. I know there's some IT issues recently. Maybe that's what you're concerned about. The classic camera there as well, and over on the wall. Look at those things. Look at those robots. Got all the different times up on across the world. It says it's 7 minutes to 6 here in Pittsburgh. That is not correct. That clock is not working, nor are the other ones. None of the clocks on the wall are working, so that might be part of the IT issue. There's a big hand. Look at that big robot hand right there. That's gargantuan. There's an oil can. I remember Oil Can Boyd, the pitcher, but I also remember the oil can that the Tin Man used from The Wizard of Oz. The Tin Man wasn't, I guess you wouldn't classify him as a robot. He's like grandfathered into robot status though. I'm sure like the robots loved it. There's Mr. Rogers. Right there. Okay, this is officially one of the coolest things I've ever seen in an airport. For real. For real, this is great. Nicely done, Pittsburgh. Nicely done. Nicely done. Here's a little more info. Toby Fraley, the robot repair guy, the airport branch in 2015, but it started in the city of Pittsburgh in 2011 as an art pop-up. And now it's here. That's freaking great. Again, well done. Well freaking done. Glad I walked over here. And my flight board's in like, I don't know, an hour. Maybe a little less than an hour. This could be my plane. I know I'm flying on a smaller plane on both legs of the trip. And I'm sitting in seat 4A on both flights, which there's no one sitting next to me. There's 2 seats on one side and 1 seat on the side I'm sitting on. So I'll have no one next to me. So basically right next to me will be the aisle on both flights. That's probably it. It's at the gate now. I also still think it's pretty dang cool that there is a full-on Rite Aid in an airport. You don't really see Rite Aids in an airport. But there's a Rite Aid here. All right, they gave me a little pink tag here because this might not fit above my head. If it doesn't, they're gonna have to roll it down. And that might affect the connecting flight. I only have a 30-minute layover. Tiny plane, tiny plane. Hey.
Ensure the bin can close. If it's full, feel free to close it. Please step out of the aisle to allow others to pass and take your assigned seat as quickly and safely as possible.
Flight?
Large electronic devices
Johannesburg
like laptops
to
must be stowed
Atlanta
prior to
is
pushdown.
Delta's longest
Hide in
nonstop
a bag
flight.
under the seat in front of you,
8,433
or
miles,
in
17
an
hours of
overhead
flight
bin.
time.
Laptops
I should
should
do
not
that
be
one day.
stowed in seat pockets.
Taxi over the runway. Once we're airborne, we're looking at a total flight time of 40 minutes en route. Expecting a mostly smooth flight into Detroit. Current weather there is 82 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Light winds out of the southwest about 4 miles an hour. My name is Captain Alice. Assisting from the flight deck is First Officer Austin. We've got 2 wonderful flight attendants in the back, primarily there for your safety. And should be taxiing here in just a few seconds. Once again, welcome aboard.
love flying through clouds. Love it. Get a little of that turbulence bouncing around in the clouds. I always feel like Superman. Flying through the clouds. I really do love traveling. I love window seats also. Oh wow, that was bouncing around quite a bit. Serious turbulence now coming through this cloud. Plus it's a small plane, so you feel everything. You feel all the little bumps, drops, dips. Ever going to make it out of this cloud? The never-ending cloud. Unshow thyself, cloud. Detroit, Michigan. Trying to see downtown over there. Clouds look a little dark. Alright, I gotta make it over to B5. My plane started boarding 5 minutes ago. We're cutting it close. I'm in the C gates now. I gotta get over to B5. Alright, I got my pink ticket. Gonna leave it at the bottom of the jet bridge, which is fine. So that is where I showed my passport. I'm gonna leave it right here.
Only a handful of flights will be off the gate early, if not on time today. I'll do our best to get you there as quickly and safely as you can. 43 minutes in the air after a short taxi. We're expecting a few bumps due to some weather, so that's flight attendants remain seated for their safety for the duration of the flight. Once we're past the weather, though, should be a decent ride. Got good weather in Toronto as well. But do appreciate your patience. Appreciate you joining us. Once again, welcome aboard.
Everybody loves those. You can take some minutes if you like. You know what I'm saying?
I am soon to be crossing over a country line. Into Canada I go. Pretty cool.
space for your night on the ground in Toronto. Once we're there, though, be maybe a 10 or so minute taxi to the gate park at Bravo 7. It is a hard stand, so we'll be using the aircraft stairs this afternoon. Do appreciate you joining us, appreciate your patience. We'll be on here shortly, flight attendants coming for us.
Serious turbulence. Holy cow. That was bumpy. That was bumpy.
Ladies and gentlemen, obviously you want to be wrapped up for our final approach into Toronto. So please recheck to make sure that your seatbelts are fastened. All of your cabin luggage, including your large laptops and your purses, stowed forward of your legs all the way under the seat in front of you. Bring your seat backs upright, your tray tables up and secure, and lower the center aisle armrest. If you're seated in the exit rows 12 and 13, as well as seat 1A, make sure your windows are unobstructed, shades open for descent, landing, and taxi. Through the kiosk. No forms will be handed out. Also, there will be Delta gate agents greeting this aircraft that will be able to answer any questions you may have regarding connecting flights or baggage.
Okay, I evidently have to go through a kiosk.
Again, please remain seated with your
Show my
seatbelt
passport
fastened
again
for
at the
duration of
kiosk
this flight
when I enter the
until
country.
The captain turns off that overhead seatbelt sign.
So I do have to go through one more spot. I don't just get off the plane and I'm in there. I have to go to a kiosk, but there's no paperwork. I just have to, it's all digital, I guess, according to the flight attendant. I was just saying. Find out when I get there. Learning as I go. It's been a while. What happens if you get there and your baggage was lost and your passport was in that, or just whoop? Well, now that's interesting. Look at this. It's a company called Orlando. Look at that. What a weird coincidence. That's where it came from.
You will need at least one hand free to grasp the railing. As you go down, remember to stand tall, don't lean forward, don't pick up speed, go slowly. And just do remember that that stair step is actually shorter than your foot.
Toronto Pearson Airport. If you are not familiar with the airport, you are in Terminal 3 right now. All the passengers who have a check-in bag and final destination is Toronto Pearson, your bags will be available at carousel number 7. Carousel number 7 for the check-in bags, and all the passengers who have a
Thank you. Just like Burbank. Just like freaking Burbank. Man, that's cool. Love when you get this kind of experience. The same thing in Burbank, California. I love that little airport. And this I don't think is as small as Burbank. That was a turbulent ride. In fact, not only there was no service, but even the flight attendants never left their seats either. It was only like an hour flight, a little less than an hour. All right, here's the machine I gotta use. Welcome to Canada, please select language. I'm gonna do English right there, some sort of privacy notice statement. I'm gonna hit yes. Please scan my travel document right here on this. Oh, there's a whole other setup over here. Expected wait time to get through 10 minutes from this point. Okay, actually that's just more of the same thing I just did, except this is the bigger area. So I bypass all that because I've already done that at the upper end. Was that it? An agent took the thing, little check mark on it, and now I'm walking this way. I think I'm maybe officially in, huh? I don't know. All right, there's a lot of bags waiting there. I didn't have any check-on bags. So here is the currency exchange. I'm gonna get some loonies and some toonies. All right, so that little receipt thing, the declaration paperwork, they take that one other checkpoint on the way out. So don't toss that, keep that, because they're gonna take that. You're not gonna take that with you as a souvenir. I am officially in Canada. Oh my goodness, they have freaking payphones here. That's where you find payphones. Find them in Canada. You gotta be aware of your surroundings. Stay off. Be aware of your surroundings and stay safe on busy curbs and roadways. So I actually have a cell phone signal here. I turned on my roaming, so probably won't be happy with the bill that shows up from that. Also, I gotta check and see how my credit card is gonna credit card fees are gonna go. But credit cards are pretty prominent here. Look at this. Niagara Falls Airbus right here. Well, it's called the Niagara Airbus. I'm guessing that's the falls. On the Canada side. I don't know how far that is from here. Downtown Toronto. Soothing sounds of sirens. So here's the here's the bills. See how they're different colors though. That's a 10, that's a 50, and those are 20s. And then you got the coins here. So the big coins are $2. Small coins there I think are $1, and then fit loonies and toonies. And these are the bills. Yeah, Canadian money. And that's gonna do it for today. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a heck of a lot of looking around. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog. Whoa. Subway down there. The vlog is over.